Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I have just made a mistake and I've knit 3 knit stitches instead of 2 knit stitches. This is not too far along the row. I'm pulling it out. There, that's right. I have to keep checking when I'm doing this. It's knit 2, purl 2, but sometimes I do 3 knits or 3 purls, and so I do keep checking now every so often, because sometimes I do it at the start of the row and I don't realise till I get to the end and I've got to pull all that row out again. It's because I'm switching between things. This blanket, I'm getting a good way on with that one, but I'm switching between this, and this is knit 3 and purl 3. And then I'm going on to this one, which is knit 2, purl 2, and I've started doing knit 3 on some places, forgetting, it's switching from one to the other. But anyway, I've had, well, it wasn't today, but I had a voucher from a lady called Dale, and it was for a voucher for Amazon, a £7.50 voucher she sent me quite a while ago actually. But I don't just rush in straight away and spend it. I'll wait until I thought about something I might need. I'll put my knitting down in a minute. And I did. Started thinking, I've been using a lot of ink on my printer, printing out knitting patterns and that, and I do have a good printer for that. So I saw these. They're called Joy. It's from a place called Joy Printing, and my printer's an Epson. I'm going to show you a little video after I've shown you these, how it works on my printer. And my printer is called the Epson Eco Tank. So instead of cartridges, we get bottles like this. So one, I've used that one. I've taken that one out and I've put some of the blue in, but these are the compact in the packs like this. Step 3, that's the black, the yellow, and that one's the magenta. And I've put some of the blue in, because the blue was down quite a bit on my thing, and I was thinking, oh, I'm going to need some ink. And so instead of buying the separate bottles, it is cheaper to buy a whole set of 4. So I bought a set of 4. I'm not sure actually, I know I've got the bill somewhere. I think they were £14.99 for 4 bottles. And I paid, the last time I did buy these ones, for the proper, these are compatible ones, they're not the Epson ones, but they do work in the printer. And the last ones I bought they cost me £12 for each bottle. It cost me £48 for 4 bottles of ink, so it's quite a saving, but it didn't cost me that much because I put the £7.50 voucher from Deal towards them. But I did have to pay, it was almost £5 for postage. The postage and packaging, it's not ordinary second class. They must do it first class and charge you for the boxes and everything they put them in. But anyway, that's what I got, and I'm going to show you the little video I done to show you how these work on my printer. I'll put these down here a minute, and I will be back. It's about a 5-minute video, I think. I'll be back then. This is my printer. It is the Epson 2750. And it is an eco tank, which means it's got little tanks that you fill up instead of using cartridges. The cartridges, I had an HP one before this, and the cartridges were very expensive and you hardly got anything out of them at all. And they even, after a while, HP put an update into the computer, into the printer, so that you could only use HP. You could not use the cheaper ones, the ones that weren't branded HP. But these ones, these are the type of bottles of ink. These here with the 2 little things on either side of the centre part here. These are the Epson ones. These are the compatible ones, but they work just the same. Those are just to show you exactly where you put them into the printer, but I'll open it up and show you that myself.
if I can lift this up because I'm using my phone with one hand, and that's it. You just lift the top up, and this is where the ink tanks are here, and here the tops, you just open them up like that. Yellow and the black. I'll leave the black one open, I'll show you, but those are the tanks, and you can see the marks. I filled the blue one up because that one was down quite a bit here, because I do use quite a lot of blue in my patterns. So that one was down, I filled that one up. But I haven't put any in the magenta, and I haven't used that much out of it. And the yellow was only used a small amount of that, but the black, for some reason, I can't tell where it is on the black, because the black just does not show through here for some reason. I usually have to go through the process through here, the maintenance on the printer, and that'll tell me how much ink is in, but I'll show you how it works. Yeah, this is a proper Epson one with the two little things on, and it goes into you can see the space. Well, you don't need those two little things because they're not on the other ones, but that's just a guide for you putting it in. If I can get it into the right place. There, you just push it in and then just press down on the bottle. You usually hear a glug glug when the ink's going in, so I'm not sure how much ink is in this one. Doesn't seem to be any going in, so I think it's full. It only lets you fill it up to a certain point, and then it sort of must close inside and stop you putting any more in, so you can't overfill it, which is what I like about that. But there was a little bit of ink in this bottle. It's hard to tell. There's not much left, so there has a little bit gone in, but I'm not sure how much. As you can see, it's went up the side there. There is still some left in the bottle. Now, I bought this printer. This part here comes up and down as well, so you can see easier what you're doing. When you fill these, you just press the top back down, put that down, and then press the top back down on. It cost me £300 about 3 years ago. I think, like I said, I had an HP one, and I was sick of changing cartridges in it and not getting. Sometimes the cartridges didn't even work, which really annoyed me, because they cost quite a bit, the cartridges. And then I saw these type advertised. I'm getting my finger in the way of the camera here. I saw these ones advertised and thought I'd give it a try, and it was the best thing I ever did. I think there was four of the bottles of ink came with it, and those 4 bottles of ink lasted me 2 years. And after that, I bought another 4 proper Epson ones. Cost me £48 from Curry's, I think it was, and they've lasted about a year. Well, more than a year, because there's still ink. The tanks are still full, and I have still slightly small amounts left in the bottles. Not much left, but they'll still last a little while longer. They haven't been lasting as long because I've been printing out a lot of patterns, knitting patterns lately. But I'd recommend this to anyone. It's one of the best, like I said, it's one of the best things I ever bought. And they're a lot cheaper now, and I know I said they cost £300 when I bought it, but I think I've seen them for just over £100 now. There's a lot of different model numbers now. There's a lot of them out. And I'm not sure, but I think Epson is the only brand that does these ones. So that's a very good printer. The Epson Eco Tank. I would recommend it to anybody. It's much better than the ones you have to put cartridges and that in. I had an awful lot of trouble with cartridges when I had my HP one, getting them to work. And sometimes you'd buy these compatible ones and they wouldn't work. And then I found out later on that HP, whether they said they were going to put something into one of their updates so that you couldn't use anything else but HP, but I think they did it a long time before that, because a lot of the time they never worked on mine, and I ended up with buying little bottles
There's little small bottles of ink, and you put the holes into the cartridges, into the proper HP cartridges, and I was filling them up with ink, but they only worked for so long, so that was when I decided to splash out and go to buy a new printer, one that works properly. So anyway, that's one little thing. And this is a card I received. This is to let Helen know I received your payment for. Helen was a lady I sent the 4 little cardigans to, and she sent me a card and the payment in the thing, and I'll just read what she's saying here. She's got, "Dear Sheila, just a little note to say, to thanking me for all I've done for her, the little cardigans, and she loves watching my videos, and she says I'm so entertaining." And I put a smile on her face every time, and thank you, she says. So that's just to let you know, Helen, that I received your payments, because I'm sure you'll be watching my video. So that was one other little thing, and I'm on a bit of a rant. Oh, my computer's gone dark again. I'm busy using, this is Aldi So Crafty. Now I bought quite a few packs, must be about 2 years ago actually. I never got around to using them all. And then later on, not quite long ago, I did buy 1 or 2 more packs. Well, this is one of the older packs I've been using. And I have used the later ones I bought, and there's a big difference in this wool from the older packs to the wool that's in the newer packs. And I started wondering about it, so I looked at the labels. This wool, it actually looks, it's more red on here, it looks more orangey on the thing, but it is more of a red colour. These were the older packs, and I looked on the label, and these were manufactured in Turkey. But I looked on the labels of the newer ones, and they are made in China. And there's a big difference in the wool, because when I knit with the newer ones, it was very thin. You could have almost knitted as 4-ply, and I did not like it, and I went off the So Crafty because of that. And I didn't realise until I started knitting with this one, I started deciding I'm going to use up some of the older packs of wool I've got. There's a big difference in the feel of the wool and how it knits up, and it's much better quality, this from Turkey, so I will not be buying any more wool from Aldi's, because I do not like I don't know why they've shifted to China from Turkey, because most wool is made in Turkey. Most wool from most places, that's where they're all manufactured, in Turkey. And I don't know why Aldi have changed to China. It must be cheaper for them to get it manufactured in China than Turkey. But there is a big difference in the wool, and like I'm saying, I would probably be staying clear of Aldi's wool from now on. I think you can get it just as good from the likes of Home Bargains and Poundland and all of those types of wool. But anyway, it's not so nice weather today. That's why I'm inside today, or else I would have been sitting outside. But it's very dark and miserable looking. I don't think we're going to get any sunshine today. And I have a little thing. When this parcel, I was expecting this parcel coming from Amazon, and they give you a tracking thing, and the tracking thing came when I was going to bingo last night, and I always leave the house about 10 to 7 because it takes me about half an hour, and I pick my friend up at 20 past 7. But when I checked on the tracking, they said that their time for delivering that was going to be between 6:15 and 9:15 that night. Yeah, I thought, well, if they come after 10 to 7, I'm not going to be in. But they had a place where you could either have the parcel left somewhere else, you could have with a neighbour or somewhere safe and that. And I thought, well, my garage is good. My garage will be open when I go out, but there's a lot of shelves on the garage where they could hide the parcel in. So I said to put it in the garage. Well, it was about 6:30. There was a knock at my door, front door. Only when I opened the door, there was nobody there. And I'm looking around, where on earth, who on earth knocked at the door? And I thought it was maybe the kids had knocked at the door and ran away. Now, I was just about to shut the door when this fella come from around the house. Well, my garage is, it's down the side of my house, way back a little bit from the front of the house. And he popped around the corner and I nearly jumped out of my skin. I got such a fright, I didn't know he was there. I says to him, "What are you doing round there?" I says, you knocked at the door and disappeared." And he says, "Well, I was just checking your garage to see if it was open, because he says it's shut." He says, "I was just checking to see if it was unlocked in case I had to leave the parcel in there." I said, "Well, you should have waited to see whether I answered the door first." I said, "Instead of frightening the life out of me." He don't give us a bad review for that. I said, "It's quite alright." I says, "I'm glad you've come now, because I said, I'll be going out in about 20 minutes. I says, the garage would have been open when I went out, so..." But it saves me leaving it open for you. When you have to always leave the garage door open anyway, so I can just drive straight in when I come back, so I don't have to get out of the car and open up the garage. There's nothing in for anybody to pinch. It's just rubbish and that on shelves and things in the garage. So anyway, I was happy about that. And then we went to bingo, and me and my friend, we won again. Well, my friend won. She won £60, and I only won a £5 line, but we did both win, so we both had £32.50 to come home with. Our luck seems to have been in the last few weeks, and I hope it carries on like that. So it's always nice when your night out doesn't cost you anything. So anyway, that's just my little bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.